advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days I don't need nobody's validation. These days I don't need nobody's invitation. These days I don't tell nobody what I'm doing, I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Yeah, these days I've been wide awake, I never sleep late. Got a lot to do, I treat a Sunday like a weekday. Do it for my son, set the table, I need 3 plates. Have my cake and eat it, baby, don't forget the cheesecake. Got it, yeah, they know I got it. Confidence contagious, so the ones around me caught it. Everybody waiting on me, hoping I'ma drop it. I feel like all this weight is on me, still I'm never stopping. No, that is not a, yeah, pushing myself to the limit. I set a goal, but still I never feel enough when I get it. Cause when I go and all these feelings overflow to the ceiling, it's like a hole just open up and I don't know how to feel it. I tell them, look, I don't make mistakes, the mistakes make me. Drop songs when I write them, I don't wait 8 weeks. They too focus on the image now, but that ain't me. Lot of rats taking pics, that's why they say cheese. Lately I've been feeling like there's something off. Lot of friends used to show me love, ain't showing love at all. Yeah, only cheer me on when I was underdog. Running up the numbers, everybody keep on running off. Funny how they wanted me to win until I passed them. Now all of a sudden they be talking in the past tense. He was this, he was that, like I changed up. Had a kid, I'm a dad, gotta make funds. These days, everybody focus on the he say and she say. Acting up and trying to make a scene like a screenplay. Try to be original but end up as a remake. Spend a lot of time thinking about how I'ma be great. I just stick to the plan. Yeah, I'm focused on the music, not a pic for the gram. Stay true to my supporters, yes, I did it for them. So even when I get hot, never switch on a fan. These days, I don't take advice from anybody who gon' tell me how to do it if they never even did it right. These days, I don't waste a minute of my time reminiscing on regrets of the past. That's a different life. These days, I don't need nobody's validation. These days, I don't need nobody's invitation. These days, I don't tell nobody what I'm doing, I just do it. If I fail, keep it pushing till I get it right. Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route, uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah, driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. Yeah, notice how the best days always had no plans. And we don't need no trip to Rome for the romance. Make the most of home. Cell phones closed, just hold hands. Looking for a food truck, maybe split a cold can of Pepsi. Ooh, you so refreshing. Glass half full, cause with you I'm never empty. Say it how it is, so with you I'm never guessing. Ooh, I've been obsessing. Hope you in my story at the ending. Hoping that you'll be around. This is not a quick flame, this is not a rebound. This is not a quick thing, this is something deep down. Really, it's an instinct, gotta keep it going as you with me.
Driving on a sunset, top down, sticking to the old route, uptown. If you're going my way, slow down, easy. Yeah. Driving on a good time, hop out. I know you've been cooped up, locked down. If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. And we don't gotta force it. Watch your step, don't crease the forces. We join teams, we join forces. This is not a home, this a castle. This is not a castle, this a fortress. Car might be domestic, but the wine is still imported. Got you 500 flowers, girl, I had to match the horses. You always put other people before you, and you're always so supportive. It's only 2 doors, but I got that door for you. I like what I like, baby. I hope it's alright, baby. I'm free of you tonight, baby. Yeah, I'm free of you tonight, baby. And I've been doing front flips off the back porch. Go ahead and toss the ball off the backboard. You know I'll take you anywhere that you ask for. Go ahead, pack a bag, get a passport.
Driving on a sunset, top down,
sticking to the old route, uptown.
If you're going my way, slow down, easy.
Yeah.
Driving on a good time, hop out.
I know you've been cooped up, locked down.
If you're going my way, slow down, just take it easy. Since you've been gone,
This mic is too high. Drop it, drop it, drop it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just been living la vida bankroll. Had a saying goal, got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat,
pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow. I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven.
Whoa.
Didn't think that it would work.
Yeah, now they coming out the woodwork.
Built up my own platform.
Could say I'm in the woodwork.
Made the song go viral.
Probably off some footwork.
Well, either that or the hook work.
Always think of the hook first.
Now I gotta
make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop, I'm an icon.
They say, hi, con, could you put a price on? I said, I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs. Been in my bag, got a satchel pack, give me a chance.
Acid rap,
carry the weight, no fragile bag, fact to cap.
That's a fact.
Even my cap a Snapple fact.
Me and my gang like Rascal Flats.
Graduated like tassel hats, back to back.
I just been living la vida bankroll. Had a saying goal, got it flooded to my ankles. Need a raincoat,
pair of boots and a dang bow. Gotta stay flow. I might pull up in a stagecoach playing Beethoven.
Whoa.
How you going off like that? Off-white kicks and an off-white hat. Ain't start like that, but them things just dirty. Lot to unpack like I just got back. I could say hi, but it's just too
fly
flirty.
bye, got a bird in the cinema. Live it up clouds, that's when I kick it up. Fill it up, what tank ain't big enough. Eyes on me, so I gotta make a bag just to keep the lights on. I'm on your desktop, I'm an icon.
They say, hi, con, could you put a price on? I said, I ain't selling nothing, these are my songs.
No way. Make a bag, hell yeah. 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 Make a bag, hell yeah.
I built a house to harbor myself in. I lock you out, I know that I'm selfish. My mother told me to follow my feet, but my legs feel weak, can't help it. Said I'm doing fine, I'm getting no sleep. Hold my breath every time the phone screen lights up. Praying it's your name that I'm gonna see, but it's not. Starting to regret it, cold feet, I'm stuck. Try to tell myself I'm good without you, but I'm really not. I've been having trouble trying to tell you how I feel inside. Being by your side, the only time I ever feel alive. Don't over-exaggerate, you told me that 1,000,000 times. Okay, well maybe not 1,000,000 times, but if we kept it going, we could reach the sky. I played it safe, think I need a roof. Thought it could be me and you, but I couldn't see it through. So I built a house to harbor myself in. I lock you out, I know that I'm selfish. My mother told me to follow my feet, but my legs feel weak.
I used to be a rock. Lately you been skipping stones, used to wanna talk. I'd rather take the sticks and stones, hurts more than I thought. I guess I got some brittle bones, so now when you knock, sorry baby isn't home, no. And maybe this time it's different, yeah. Maybe the scale is tipping, yeah. House got a well like a wishing, yeah. So I make wishes. If I just wish, then I won't have to work for it. If I just get lucky, I won't have to work for it. If I just get money, I won't have to work for it, right? In the meantime, I built the house to harbor myself in. I locked you out, I know that I'm selfish. My mother
100.
Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and a pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Vanko. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. I'm my baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Nails are blue en haar toes wil ik white. Ik complie niet met jou, dat is over mijn lijk. You do it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. And you say it on me, but I man then I lie. I'm a lie en ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de koot in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. Is er niet genoeg dat ik kopen we 10. Proof in een bean. Hier co-star. I got 5 on my name, I got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it.
What's going on, airheads? Is everyone in chat already? Farron, Brian. Brian, are you health, wealth, and knowledge and Brian, or is that someone else? I thought you were health, wealth, and knowledge. And then Michael, what's going on, guys? So, anyone make any money today? Here's what I was just looking at. So Bitcoin starting to slip, and so is Ethereum. We'll take a look at that too, but starting to slip the yearly trend here. Right? That's really, especially after this red day that we had. I don't know that this breakout's going to happen the way we think it does. Especially, if you guys don't follow this on Twitter, you should. So this is Material Indicators. It's like $150 a month for fire charts and their indicators, but they post their chart like 4 or 5 times a day. And this is where I kind of pulled that that liquidity that got pulled from. It's MI_Elgos on Twitter. You should give them a follow. It's a good account to follow. But we had that liquidity get pulled right here. So you can see there was some pretty thick liquidity at 29K. It's still there. But the stuff at like 28.8 got completely pulled. Millions and millions of dollars of Bitcoin just got completely pulled out of there. And that's a little concerning. I mean, right now you can see on Bookmap, right? 29,000, it's still there. But we had 28,900 and 28,800 were thick. It's completely gone. It completely evaporated. On top of that, 29,000 got lighter as well. So that's concerning. Something else that stuck out to me was 29,400 got thick. So we're being boxed in. So we have a short range. This is new too. This was not here like a few hours ago when I was still sitting at the computer before I left to cook dinner and stuff. I mean, so we're boxed in, and we're boxed into a $400 range right now. So really, 29,370 is where it starts. So that would probably be just looking at the charts here. And I don't know if they're spoofed orders, if they're real orders. I mean, it's a lot. It's 120 Bitcoin, 130 Bitcoin, $30 away from that. You know, so almost 300 Bitcoin. That's a lot. This is one exchange too, by the way, and then 29,600 too. So my guess is, you know, we're being boxed in for a reason. You know, take a short here. That's what I'm going to be looking for. Take a long down here if it stays. But here's the thing: is seeing that 28,900 disappear makes me a little nervous that this is going to disappear as we start going towards it too, and it's only $200 away. So I just thought that was interesting that we've got liquidity pulled from below us. It came in above us super thick, and we're boxed in a $400 range right now. So it's kind of crazy. I don't know that we get too much movement overnight, but it'll be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. Brian plus crypto equal Bripto. Yeah. I put that one together. You know, this is a more likely scenario. So, you know, there's this, which is the downward channel, which could break up to the top side more often than not. However, this is why you got to kind of chart things multiple ways. There's this, which is an ascending wedge, right? And typically breaks to the downside. I mean, if this broke to the downside and it ran all the way, it'd be pretty ugly. And we're talking a $20,000 Bitcoin again. So if we lose like 27.8, we're going to visit 25 again. I mean, we're going to come down and test these at 25K again. People are going to freak out. I'm not the only one who noticed this, by the way, right? I'm not the only one who noticed that all this liquidity got pulled. People are talking about it on Twitter. It's a little scary, but I'm thinking this is more likely to play out than the descending one. It feels like we're coming down even more. Before we run up, you know, October, November, December, it's just that summer lull. It's boring. What can I say? And then liquidation wise, look at, this is not new, but it's a lot thicker than it was. So these are all shorts up here, and these are all longs down here. So it's just everyone is kind of thinking the same thing I am, and it's psychological, trading psychological, right? When everyone's thinking the market's short, it's gonna go short. I mean, that's just typically how it is, and it's super one-sided here. Doesn't mean we can't squeeze up a little, but that $400 kind of sell wall, it's gonna be tough to crash through it unless it disappears, and it very well could. But yeah, I mean, the market's heavily shorted right now. I mean, just look at that, heavily shorted. This is all leverage. This is on Binance, largest exchange out there. Red day, red 24 hours. Pepe, Loon C down big. Comp, MNA, FTT down. Sui, Aptos, Lido, Vet, Sand, they're all down. Apes down. The apes just bleed. And we'll take a look at some alts here in a little bit. A couple things I wanted to show you guys. Just pulled a few things from Twitter to kind of talk about here. Let's see. Farron says, I posted this in Pionex for people who want to learn to trade rather than use a trading bot. Brian says, does the seasonality chart for the stock market play similar for crypto? I'm gonna be honest, man. I haven't really charted, like properly charted stocks in like 3 years. I would say yes, just because, I mean, typically Bitcoin follows the stock market. I mean, they're pegged pretty close together. So I would assume yes. I mean, summers are just pretty boring. But once again, the biggest bull trap I've ever seen, but they won't trap me. So this is the previous halving in 2020, right? So it was May 12th of 2020. This was 469 days and 482 days to the next halving from the bottom, right? And then from the bottom was 469 days. So pretty close. So you can see they're kind of following a similar path. However, you know, there was a lot of downturn before that halving, before that 2020 halving. And then after, you know, right up into halving, probably the last, I don't know how long this chart is. I'm guessing weekly chart. So maybe this is like 2 months. So 2 months before the halving, it just started running up, and then it was like up only bull season, right? So I'm guessing we're probably going to have a similar thing happen here. I mean, everything's pointing towards more downturn, right? And if we flip bullish, I'm going to flip bullish. So I don't want to, I feel like I sound like a bear all the time, but I promise you, once we get into a bull market, I'm going to sound like a bull. But, you know, it's just, it's going to be more downturn. I mean, we tied the bottom of the last. So if we follow this chart, we would be back down to FTX levels before we run up. I don't know that we do that, but you can see here, we like double bottomed back in 2019 and 2020. So the 2020 bottom was the same as the 2019 bottom or thereabouts. I don't know that it's going to be the same here. I don't know that the 2023, 24 bottom is going to be the same as the FTX crash, because that was kind of a black swan event. You know, I could see like 20K again, 19K maybe. Hopefully we bounce off of that, but I don't think we go back down to like 15.8 or whatever it was. But just thought this was interesting, the correlation here and how they're kind of following a similar path up, Now it's kind of like make or break time. We kind of talked about this. As a tight consolidation continues, let's review liquidity. 10 times bullish liquidations are much closer to price action than those that are on the short side. Below 28.6K, there is a cluster to around 26.8K. So he's talking from here to here, or whoever wrote this, he or she, around 2.5% away from the current prices. A move up around 8.5% is needed to start trapping into the shorts. So what they're saying, with Decent Trader, another good follow. I'm telling you, follow MI Algos, the one I just talked about, and then Decent Trader as well, because you get a lot of their free stuff, or not a lot of their paid stuff for free. They tweet this crap all day long. So what he's saying is it's only 2.5% to start liquidating these longs down here, right? From where we are to liquidating these is only 2.5%. From where we are to liquidate these shorts, these are all shorts up here, 10 times shorts, it's 8.5% away. So the more likely scenario is we run down and we tap these before we move up. You know, again, it just seems like that's the momentum, that's their direction. We've had that liquidity pulled. I just thought that was interesting. 3 times liquidity, closer above us. I don't think that's important. 5-time liquidations, you can kind of see them here, kind of split in the middle, but just kind of trying to find some confluence to what might happen. And then I pulled the BitBoy stuff. I thought this was just perfect. Not only is he in a Gucci shirt, right? I'm not hating on Gucci, but it's just like Richard Hart vibes, right? So it's official. BitBoy Crypto as a business will be moving to Dubai, meeting with the DMCC authority. I'm sure that's some kind of Dubai regulator or something. I don't know what it is. You guys have no idea what an opportunity this is for people in crypto. Imagine a government and country that can see the future. So Dubai is kind of going all in on crypto, kind of like Hong Kong is. But this is, like I was saying in Discord, this is like a play right out of the shit influencer, scammy pump influencer playbook, where you like tarnish your reputation, you pull a bunch of scams, and we can pull them up if you want. I mean, we can pull up all the BitBoy's bullshit that he's done in the past, and there's a lot of it. He's made apology videos, and now he's flying off to Dubai. After, mind you, that the SEC came out and said they're targeting influencers. I'm not saying, or I'm not saying that's why he's leaving or not why he's leaving, but it's interesting to say the least. Farron says, yep, Europe's first spot Bitcoin ETF lists in Amsterdam today. So they are ahead of the United States. I mean, that's par for the course right now. I mean, it's interesting that that's Amsterdam. Was it Amsterdam? Yeah, it is Amsterdam, because they kicked Binance out. The Jacoby FT Welshire Bitcoin ETF. BCOIN is the ticker. It's not surprising, though, that someone other than the U.S. gets this out first, given the state of crypto in the U.S. right now. But it's cool, nonetheless. I mean, hopefully we get our shit together. See what's trending on Twitter right now. So this is what I went over in my video last night. Kind of lets me know what's trending, and you can see H-bar's on there again. I mean, H-bar has just been going insane. I mean, another insane run today. Right? I mean, today's candle, I mean, it hasn't stopped. There's 6% candle today. I mean, it's been up. It's been making higher highs and higher lows really since June 10th. It's just been like up only. Right? It's up 75% in exactly a month. So from June 15th to today. Oh no, that's 2 months. June, July, yeah, that's 2 months. But 2 months, 72, 73%. So it's cool for the H-bar guys. You know, it looks like, so here's what happened on H-bar. Let me get rid of this yellow line. Right, you had your major level of support, right? You can see this lick up here that we did. You can see we hung out here for a while. Here, I mean, this is going back for a while. I mean, back to here, right? Touch a bunch. So it was a pretty big level to kind of crash through, and we did crash through it. We had a liquidity lick up. There's a bunch of sell orders up there. We smashed right through it, shot back down underneath it. The next day, so technically today, we kind of closed above it. You know, closed that candle above it. We got that retest tonight so far. So we retested right back into that support. So you can see how previous resistance now acting as support. We bounced right off of it. So that's bullish. As long as this keeps up, I mean, H-bar is going to continue to go up. I mean, the next level that I'd probably look for, like right there. We already passed it, but not quite yet. And then like that. So those would be the next kind of two key levels on H-bar, but it's been running. Been talking about it for a while. It's been running. Money flow is just continuously making higher highs too. VWAP still above the zero line. Bullish divergence on the momentum. Trending site, Sandbase. Yeah, this is, I'll put it in chat here for you. Yeah, it's called Sandbase, but the app is called Santiment. I don't know if Sandbase is a company or what, but it should pop in chat here in a second for you. Or maybe it won't let me. I'll put it in Discord. There you go, it's in Discord. Can't link links in chat, apparently. I just got a warning. But yeah, so it's Santiment, or Santiment or Sandbase. I think Sandbase is their main site. Santiment is a portion of it. But it's awesome. I'm telling you, this is how I catch things that are trending. And it's even cooler because they actually break it down and tell you why. So SNM, I have no idea what SNM is, but you can click on this little bubble here and it'll tell you why it's trending and what it's trending with, keywords that it's trending with. Something happened. It's a disaster. They delisted SNM, Binance did. CZ made a significant profit despite the deal. I don't know. I'm not going to read it, but yeah, it's a cool site. Pop. I don't know what Pop is either. The word Pop is currently trending. Proof of personhood. Proof of humanity. What the hell is that? That sounds like some kind of WorldCoin crap. Scanning your iris. What's SEI? It's a new coin. Let's check out SEI. Let's see what that's doing. And if you guys want me to TA anything, just drop it. Drop it in. Must have just gotten listed. Yeah, it did. Don't know what it is though. Maybe we should figure it out. It's trending. Huge market cap, 330 million. You guys know what this is? Oh, it's a DEX. It's a DEX. SEI DEX. I'll check out HNT. Yeah, here we go. It's going to block me out because I'm in the US. Nope, it doesn't. What the heck? Love Hub. I don't know, I'll check it out later, but it's trending. HNT and Aere. Let's check out HNT. I know I've looked this one up. I don't know, was it on MEXC? Anyways. So we got, you know, your high, lower high, lower high, lower high. We're making a, I mean, this is obviously the bottom that we don't want to lose. All right, you got your bottom, double bottom, but we're continuously making lower highs and higher low, or lower lows, I should say. Low, really low, low. Kind of skip those, and then kind of the same low. So I mean, it needs to. I mean, look how this plays out, right? So I hadn't even scrolled back yet, and I was like just seeing like, oh, we're hung up here, we got hung up here, we got hung up here. That's support, right? Must hold. And then you kind of scroll out, and look at that. We licked right into it. So it was resistance before it was support. Resistance here in this zone, got rejected, blew through it. And this is the 7-minute chart too. And look at that too. I mean, it's just amazing how this, you know, just all kinds of people out there say TA is bullshit, but let me just explain that to me. It's not coincidence, right? Resistance, 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 broke through it, failed to retest, fell back down. And look at this. Support, 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 support. You guys seeing that? I mean, that's crazy. So we have to hold this. If HNT loses this, I mean, we're coming down, and we're talking probably around this level right there, I would say. And I'm just eyeballing this stuff, by the way. I'd probably say if we lose it, we're coming down to 1.8, which I don't know that that's huge. That's, what is that? I guess it kind of is 2%. Let's see what it's doing on the daily time frame. And you can see it here too, right? I mean, licked right into it there. Got hung up on it here. A bunch of pass-throughs, retests. But yeah, it needs to hold this level. Otherwise, we're coming down on it. Didn't they have some kind of issue with their helium miners, or a bunch of people never got it, or it took like 8 months to get them or something, and refunds were a nightmare? I mean, it's on the up and up on money flow. It's just people are selling. So there's not enough money flow right now. I mean, look at that. So the money flow is there, right? So money's coming into this system. Like but people are just selling. I don't know if that has to do with the miners or what. I mean, I don't really know much about the ecosystem other than I think that fiasco with their miners. I know Donkey. I know you know Donkey, Baron. Donkey was mining that or something, or he had one on order, and then he was part of that fiasco and got his money back, or they wouldn't give it back or something. I don't know. But you can see here too, I mean, there's this bunch of this liquidity sitting up here between about 205 and 220. Licked right into it, got rejected. They are migrating to Solana. When did they announce that? Was that recently? Was that around June, the end of June? Or maybe the beginning, couple weeks in July, or was it before that? I mean, it's been running. I mean, since the 27th of June, it's up 56%. So let's get rid of the indicators here. So on the larger time frames, yeah, for a few months. So that's what I figured. So I figured, I mean, they were just going down, 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 right? So lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Something happened here, right? Something happened here. It's probably when they announced that Solana, changing over to Solana or whatever. And then it's just, this is the daily time frame. So there's higher high, higher high, higher high. There's your low, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low. So if this is a higher low here, and we can hold this support, right? That key level of support that I was just talking about. I don't see why we don't make another higher high. Like I always say, patterns are patterns because they repeat themselves, right? So until the pattern stops repeating itself, you count on the pattern repeating itself. Does that make sense, or did I just sound like Kamala Harris? Because when I said that, it sounded like word salad, like Kamala Harris, but it's going to keep repeating until it doesn't. So as long as we don't make like a lower low, we should be good. We should hopefully get a bounce off this 1.8 and then just come up, make another higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, until it breaks, right? Until we have like a God candle or a devil candle, one way or the other. On the larger time frames, I mean, pretty solid tradable channel. Now I'm drawing like a kid. Let's get rid of some of this. Boom. Solid tradable channel. Nobody sounds like Kamala. Decently, it's like an expanding, the word's escaping me, megaphone or something, but it's a little wonky, but pretty predictable. We should keep going up. I mean, unfortunately, these channels typically you lose them to the downside, but you're not going to retrace the whole thing, I wouldn't think, right? Maybe do something like that. Not now, but maybe, it'll probably do this for a while, lose it, and then pump up. Kind of like Bitcoin has been doing, right? But what else do we got? Let's do Aere. Where is Aere? See, this is the problem when you have too many coins on your damn list. So Aere's still in channel. Rid of all these brush strokes here so I can actually see what I'm looking at. And you guys mess around with the object tree in TradingView, it's the best. This little thing right down here. So you got your watch list, and it has all your indicators, all your drawings. It is my favorite thing. So it's still hanging on to the channel. Aere is, again, these type of channels, it's not really a bull flag, but it kind of is. Some people call it a bull flag, even though it's not really, but they typically break to the upside. So this puppy is going to bounce. I mean, obviously it has to, right? It's not going to go down to zero. So at some point we're going to get that break to the upside, but damn, it's tradable. I mean, you got, short, long, short, long, short, long. You probably would have gotten stomped out there. So you lose 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have been in the profit still if you would have had your stop losses, but then you're patient, right? Hits that channel again, you take your short, and boom. I mean, you're at the bottom of the channel now, or not now, but at some time during today's candle, we're at the bottom of the channel, and it's already retraced half the channel. So my guess is on ADA, it's going to keep doing this until it doesn't. And the thing with ADA is, if you're trading futures anyways, oops, smashed my finger against the table, desk. I lost my train of thought because I just hurt my finger. But the thing with this is, for future wise, if you're looking for future plays on ADA or perpetual futures, you know, just keep trading that channel like that, set your alerts, and then you're going to catch the breakout one way or the other. But on top of catching the breakout, you won all these smaller trades in there. So when I do this, right, I find the channel, and then I set another trend line inside the channel like that. And I'm just quickly drawing these. I'll usually dial them in a little bit better, and like that, right? I'll do something like that. Maybe move this one a little bit lower. Then that's what I set my alerts on. So I know, like, if I'm out and about, if I'm grocery shopping or whatever, and it hits this trend line, this white trend line, I know that it's time to like pay more attention, because it's probably coming down to this red trend line where I'm going to find my entries, right? To take a long down here or a short up here. And Brian says, are you watching your channels or patterns in any particular time frame, or just in the time to find a pattern? So the larger the time frame, the better and longer you're going to be in those plays, right? So if it's like this has been going on now for, I mean, let's take a measure, right? So this has been going on for a month. So this one looks like you would have been in plays for several days on this, but there's week channels too. Like Bitcoin's been in week-long channels. What's going on, Ryan? How's it going, brother? But there's channels on smaller time frames. You can find 4-hour channels. But usually I try to find the channels on larger time frames, because those are stronger channels, so, or stronger trends, right? So a trend is when you have 2 touches. So that is a trend right there. This candle touches, this candle touches. That is a trend. The more touches you have to that, or, you know, close to it, the better and stronger that trend is. So I try to find them on larger time frames. But when I'm finding entries and things like that, like I usually play like the 5-minute and the 1-minute charts when I'm trying to find entries, right? So I'll draw the channels on the larger time frames, and then I'll drill in. Then I'll drill in on it. But that's what I'm seeing on ADA. Is just tradable channel right now, doing its thing. I'm bullish on ADA in general. It's like one of the few coins that I actually have not touched in 4 years now. I have on a Trezor that I haven't even plugged in probably 3 years, maybe 2, something like that. And it's partially out of laziness, but yeah, I mean, it's one of the few coins that I have sat on for a long time. I'm also bullish on their Midnight ecosystem. I wish they would, or their layer 2, their privacy coin, not coin. I can't remember if they're doing a coin or not. I don't think they are doing a coin. So it's going to be like Base, like Coinbase's layer 2 ETH blockchain. They're going to launch Midnight. So Cardano is launching Midnight. So it's kind of like a, what's that privacy coin, that big one? Monero, right? It's kind of like that, but there's going to be no coin associated. But they're launching a whole L2 privacy network that's completely privacy focused, if the SEC will let them, right? But let's see if we got some, let me get rid of these squiggly lines here, then get some key levels maybe on Cardano, then we'll move to some other ones. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Boom. So, oh, that's obviously a big one to hold. But it hasn't been this low. And I mean, it's 28-cent Cardano. I think I'm actually underwater on my Cardano from 3 years ago. Right? Does that sound right? I feel like I bought somewhere, maybe not. Or Maybe I am. Maybe I am underwater on my Cardano. Damn it. Why'd you make me think about this? Yeah, I feel like I bought somewhere around here back in December of 2020 or November of 2020. So maybe I'm still above water. I don't even remember what I bought it for, to be honest with you. I feel like it was around 20 cents, 20 to 25 cents back then. I should have sold up here, but what are you going to do? But yeah, obviously that's a key level. This is a key level. I mean, we've retraced just the entirety of the bull run for Cardano almost. I mean, that's going to be super key. I mean, I don't think we come down to 15 cents. I don't even want to talk about that. I mean, these are all going to be key levels. Let's see what the measure move is down to 15 cents. 43%. It could happen. It could happen. Like I said, 20 to 50% is what I'm calling for alts. Some of them have already done that. A lot of them have already done 20 or 50% since I started making that call. Farron says, I bought a bunch of ADA in my iTrust and I'm under 2, but ADA has a ton of potential. Yeah, it'll go up again. If $3 was not its alt, it's not going to be its, it's going to go higher than $3 at some point. All right, what else should we check out? Let's check out, what else is trending here? See the Europe, Georgia is trending because of Trump. You guys see they got him again? He's facing like four fucking indictments. That's insane. Filecoin just looks ugly. Rune. Let's check out Rune, guys. So Rune, if you guys, you can go back to my videos on this, but I've been talking about this now, you know, since this rounded bottom. This is probably the original rounded bottom right here that I drew, right? So I've been talking about Rune now. Banks looking bad. Yes, banks are looking bad again. As a matter of fact, Ryan, Moody's, not Moody's, what's the other one? That downgrades. Starts with an F, I think. I can't think of it at the top of my head. It's been a long day. I've been staring at my computer for a long time today already. They just downgraded a few banks, or they downgraded the U.S. credit, right? Wow, what's their name? Downgrade U.S. credit. Fitch. Fitch is talking about, let me see if I can find it. Here we go, right here, boom. So Fitch warns, this is from today, updated 5 hours ago. Fitch warns it may be forced to downgrade dozens of banks, right? Including JP Morgan Chase. So Fitch Ratings cut its assessment, and this is a big deal, right? If you remember when this happened the first time, when we went from triple A to a AA minus or whatever, the market went under. Even Bitcoin, I believe, went under, and we can actually, I'll double check that. But so, anyways, if this happens again, it's gonna be bad. The markets are not gonna like this. Maybe Michael Burry was right in shorting the entire market, right? But Fitch warning it may be forced to downgrade dozens more banks, including JP Morgan. I guess at least they're warning us ahead of time. But again, it is. It's looking like banks are in trouble again. And we haven't even begun to see the fallout from the commercial real estate. We're talking big banks here too. We're not talking small regional banks, right? We're talking JP Morgan Chase. But we haven't even, talking about regional banks, we haven't begun to see the fallout from all the commercial real estate that's going to just come home to roost. I mean, you go down, like, if I drive through downtown Minneapolis right now, and I know not every single city is like this, I get it, but a lot of them are, where it's just empty office buildings, giant sky rises, just nobody there, nobody working. Minneapolis is a ghost town, has never recovered from the George Floyd riots, the pandemic. It got hit like a freaking... from all sides, right? Minneapolis is like a freaking ghost town, crime, everything else. But I know San Francisco's having the same problem. A lot of these big cities, just office buildings are in trouble right now. Commercial real estate is in trouble. And who owns, like, I think it's like 80 or 90% of commercial real estate right now, who holds those is regional banks, small banks. It's not JP Morgan Chase. It's small regional banks that were lending those out. So we got a lot of potential black swan events. So yeah, you're definitely right. No, you're all good. I mean, that was awesome to bring that up, Ryan. Ryan says, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, Rune. No, it's all good. There's so many empty office buildings here too in Houston. Yep. But anyways, I was talking about Rune, and you can go back and watch my previous videos, right? You can go back to around July, beginning of August. This is probably the original, kind of rounded bottom that I drew. This is when I kind of started getting on my radar. I think I entered into a spot bag around 95, 96 cents, and I'm still in my spot bag hold on this. So you don't always need to trade futures, especially on these volatile coins. And even though this looks like it's been up only, right? Let's take some measurements of some of these 7-minute candles, right? 8%. Good luck. Good luck trading that. Good luck trading perpetual futures on a coin that has 8% wicks. Unless you're like the best freaking trader out there, like Rain Man, right? Like just you see numbers when you look at charts, you're gonna get smashed out of these. That's why these I mean, just look at these wicks. These wicks are insane. 7.7%, right? I mean, these are on a 7-minute candle. This isn't a daily candle. Those are 7-minute candles on Rune. So ETFs or spot bags on these coins that are more volatile like this is okay. I'm up like, I think 250% right now, just on a spot bag, right? No leverage, just a spot bag on Rune. Let's get back down. Let's take a measured move. Where were we? There we are. And how did I find Rune? Like I was talking about in Discord, right here. It was trending. And I was like, why is it trending? It was trending before it even went up. Not only that, but it was trending. I don't remember if I've actually, to be honest with you, I don't remember if I saw it on Sentiment or Lunar Base, but right now it's the number one on Lunar Crush, I should say. Rune is number 1, HBAR is number 2, Caspa is number 4, right? These are some ton coin. These are some of the coins that I have been teeing and talking about, but that's where I found it. And let's take a measure move from the kind of bottom here. I think I got in at like 95. 60%. I mean, that's huge. On a spot play. 74% really, that wick up there, which the momentum still seems like it's there for Rune. I'm not telling you to buy Rune at this, like you missed the boat, right? I was talking about this a long time ago. But at least for now, I mean, it seems like the money flow is still there. However, what goes up must come down, right? You probably miss out on this one, and that's fine. VWAP, right? This was that big run up, and now it's starting to come down. So this is a battle between people taking profits. So right now the volume is weighted, right, on the buy side. However, it's about to cross down below. So the volume is going to be weighted, right, towards the bottom of the range or towards the bottom. Like it's going to be sell side heavy. People are taking profits, and that's understandable when you're up 75%. Then the money flow is kind of rounding out too. So I would just be cautious here. Doesn't mean it can't go up more, right? I mean, there's a giant bullish divergence there. We're definitely oversold on the Stokes and the RSIs. I mean, we were touching 95 on the Stokes and RSIs. We're at 85 now. So some downside would be fine. I mean, you can see we licked right into this liquidity at 1.6. I mean, there's liquidity above us, tons of it. 1.8, 2. But just a wild run, just a crazy run. And it made patterns along the way, it made predictable patterns on smaller time frame, right? You had your, let me get rid of these indicators so it's easier to see here. Very predictable all the way up. You had your kind of bull flag here. You had a smaller cup and a handle here and a bull flag, right? That turned into a larger cup and a handle and then broke out right to my T a bunch of times. I said, we need to flip this to support and keep going up. It bull flagged out again, ran up. And now it's, it's a little dicey on this one right now. It's, like I said, it's going to be a money flow versus people taking profits thing right now, but still trending, still the number 1 trend. Great call on HBAR yesterday. Ended up right back to where we started. Money flow is still up. Price is down. Can you take a look if you haven't already? I looked at it a little bit. I think that it was in the kind of the same spot that we're seeing with now, because money flow is coming down. People are taking profits right now. I mean, the VWAP's coming down sharply. Stokes RSI is heading down. Red dot print. We got a slight bearish divergence, not much. But, you know, these coins that have huge runs like this, you know, actually, it looks like we're going to retest the channel, or we did. So here, let me turn off these indicators so it's easier to see. So this was like the big resistance, right? You can see it here, resistance, 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 many 4-hour candles going back to here, going back to here. So we broke through it, and now we're just retesting it. So if this is a bullish retest, that means that we're going to bounce to the upside off of it. That would be bullish. So if we bounce off of this level, bullish. If we come back down and retest this channel and bounce off of it, bullish. But if we fall back into this channel, we're probably coming back down to the bottom of the channel. But people are just taking profits. These coins have just been up, right? Like this, again, since the middle of June. So for 2 months, this is up like 75%, something like that. 77, 80%. I mean, find me, there's not many coins in the top 200 that are up 80% in the last 2 months. Most of them are down, not 80% in 2 months, but down overall. It had a good run. It had a good run. So that's pretty much, I did cover this to more extent. So you can always rewind the video. I think it was the first coin that I covered, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell, right? Need to hold this level. We lose that, need to hold this channel again, you know, which is at about 0.6349. But if we bounce off of either of those, it's going to be more upside. Going to be more upside. And also, as long as we don't make a lower low, bullish. So as long as we don't come down here, bullish. So if we keep making higher highs like we have here, higher high, higher high, higher high, going all the way back down to June, and we make a lower or a higher low, bullish. Bullish, bullish. So those are the few things that you should be watching on that. Let's talk Roll Bitcoin, guys. This is another coin that I've been talking about for a while now. I don't even remember when I started talking about it. Somewhere probably, I think, around here. Turn into a cup and a handle. I mean, that's just how these things play out. And what's crazy is they play out how they should, right? So from the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup, that's your measure move breakout. And it broke out right to it. Right, then we bull flagged out, right? You take the measure move, right, which is the flagpole, right? So that's your measure move. So we didn't quite make it. We got up about 60, 70% of the way there. So that's usually what I say. As I say, target kind of 60, 70, 80% for a breakout, and you're good. More often than not, it makes it all the way up there, but this time it didn't. But Rollbit, I'm bullish on. I mean, we got a pretty... This is a 4-hour chart, so a pretty solid channel on the 4-hour chart. So just kind of watch and wait and see. So they changed their tokenomics. They're burning all kinds of Rollbit. The community behind Rollbit loved it, loved the tokenomics change. On top of that, they are announcing sports betting on top of their... So if you don't know what Rollbit is, guys, I don't think I can pull it up because my VPN is not through Google Chrome here. But it's a casino site, but also they have a kind of a gray area way to do perpetual futures. It's like you're betting on the price of Bitcoin, but you can use like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 1,000 times leverage, which you're crazy if you do that. But pretty cool platform, pretty cool system, trending, pretty cool community. A lot of catalyst news that kind of pumped us up here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But again, same thing here. As long as we keep making higher highs, right? So there's your high, kind of higher high, higher high, higher high, right? Low, higher low, higher low. So far, it's a higher low. This comes down, makes a lower low. Then we're thinking differently. We're thinking differently. But for now, still in bullish posture. Get rid of some of those. You can probably even find some decent trend lines there. Right, this is that widening kind of megaphone type pattern there. So pretty solid support and resistance all around. Another coin I've been talking about. Cryptocurrency subreddit. Any of you guys farm this? Any of you guys on Reddit? I am. I've gotten like 4, I don't think they're worth anything, but 4 free Reddit avatar NFTs or whatever. We just can't get over this hump. You know, it's the highest it's ever been by a lot, but we just can't get over that hump. So I'm just urging caution that until we do, all right, we need to flip this and we continue up. If we flip that, if we get through this kind of sell pressure in this zone up here, bullish. It's going to keep going up. Price discovery territory, right? What else? What other coins you guys want to see? Dang, we've been going for an hour already. You guys have been watching me talk for an hour. You guys are crazy. DYDX is another one that I'm bullish on. I'm bullish on it. It's more like hopium. Brypto said in Discord. Oh, SEI. MEXC has listed Cyber and SEI USD. Yeah, I should actually, thanks for reminding me. I'm going to add that. SEI USDT. SEI USDT. Why is it not? It must not be on. Must not be on. You guys know you can search by exchanges, right? Yeah, it's not on here yet. Interesting. This is some stock. It's got to be somewhere though, right? SEI USDT. This was a coin that was trending. It's on Binance, so I'm just going to add it here. There's my watch list so I don't forget. You guys probably should too. It's trending for a reason. I have no idea what it is. Oh, it was a DEX. Some kind of DEX. I think it's kind of like Uniswap. Not necessarily like DYDX, which I'm going to look at now. So bullish on DYDX. This is another coin. It's a DEX. I think they're probably one of the more further along DEXs as far as features, coins, leverage, community behind it. You know, you can properly trade leverage on it. It's not allowed in the United States. You got to use a VPN. But, you know, as we wind up into this channel, these channels typically break out to the downside. You know, I'm kind of in the back of my mind saying to myself, you know, there's a possible $2 retest coming in the future. But until then, I mean, it's had a good run too, similar to H-bar, similar to, I mean, since the beginning of August, right? I mean, at its height was 20%. Right now it's up 12, 13%. There's not a lot of coins that are positive for the entire month of August, right? But you should check it out. Cool site, cool DEX, trading futures on it. Any other coins, guys? Otherwise, I might end it. It's been an hour. Try to get a walk in here. 8:30. Do you guys like this? Should I do this more often, you think? Because I will. Who said good short on Sol? Someone said that. There's a 4-hour flag starting. And I posted this in Discord today, didn't I? Didn't I post something? Sometimes I don't even remember what I posted. I posted something on Sol this morning. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do this more often, guys. And also Sundays, don't forget too, I do Discord. Maybe I was gonna say maybe I'll stream and do Discord and have you guys like on the stream too. I gotta figure out how to do that, but we're flagging out on Sol, guys. So there is a good possible short opportunity. It hasn't quite fully developed on the 4-hour yet. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour, it's a little more solid, right? A little bit of a flag going on here. Or a pennant, whatever. It's bearish. It's a bearish structure. And I'm telling you, man, Bitcoin needs to be positive tomorrow because these alts are going to bleed so hard because a lot of them are just at so much support. I mean, look at how key this support is to hold, right? So this flag right now is breaking out to about $22 Solana. So if we lose this and, you know, don't get a bounce, you know, other than this little itty bitty stuff down here, I mean, it's another big drop. There's just not a lot below us. What, flag forming there? You shorted it this morning. Awesome. Good job, dude. You're in the green then, right? Because this morning it was 9 o'clock this morning. You shorted it around here. 9, 10, 11 o'clock. It's a good play, dude. It's down like 4 or 5%, something like that since then. I must have seen something here too. Yeah, I mean, here's what I saw, right? It was right in front of my freaking face. So we just got rejected at resistance, or rejected. And then when we get rejected so many times like that, right, it's going to go the other way. It's going to try to scoop up the liquidity the other way. But it's moving fast on Sol. I think that's it. Appreciate everyone for hanging out. Ryan, and Brian, Bripto, and who else? Farron, Health Wealth, Michael. Anyone else I'm forgetting? I don't think so. And whoever's not talking, because there's more people watching than that. But that's it. I'm out, guys. I think that's it. If you need me, holler in Discord. Other than that, I'm going to go take the Husky for a walk so he chills the F out. But smash that thumbs up button for me, guys. I have a thing for that somewhere.
100. Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it.